Welcome. So we will continue again. Today's session or this very video session will concern on mug. Mug. That is the minimum quantity order. The minimum order quantity. That's MOQ. Mug. The minimum order quantity. So the best way for you to understand mug is how these very suppliers in a way presented things on at his or her store. Yeah, that's the best way for you to understand mug, because where you see the three prices like this is the best way for you to understand mug. Some of the suppliers you only just see one tag. Some you see two. That's like the first two. You will see only two. But this very supplier we are seeing three, and it's the best way for me to use to teach you or to explain the mug to you. So with the supplier that you will see one price tag or maybe two price tag, for you to understand things very clear, chat the supplier and ask the supplier, maybe, please, I'm interested in this your product. Please, how much or what's the cost? Because per the number you are requesting, the supplier can reduce the cost. So let's say maybe the supplier presented only two prices or one price. So you tell the supplier, I'm interested. The supplier can even ask you, how many do you want? When you ask what is the price, the supplier can even ask you, how many do you want? Or you can ask the supplier, maybe if I'm buying 10, how much will the cost be? If I'm buying 2, how much will the cost be? Or you can ask the supplier, and you have to also ask the supplier, um, 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 how how many will he sell? Like at what amount? What is his minimum amount he is ready to do business with? Maybe I'm in country. In case maybe you are buying 3, will he be ready to sell to you? Because some suppliers will not be ready. So you have to discuss things with the supplier out first before the supplier will, in a way, you will have to make payment to that supplier. Yeah, thank you. So let's get back to our mug with these very three things, three setup to explain things. So as we can see, it is three. This, yeah, let me show you something. Yeah, you can see some 2B written there. You can see some 300 to 91999, and you can see beyond 200 there, where I've just circle. The 2 there is trying to tell us that sometimes those numbers can be written here. They can write it or put it beside it, not below it. So those numbers there is trying to tell you that this very supplier is ready to sell this very shoe. This very shoe will only be selling this very shoe if you are to buy 2. So if you are buying 1, this supplier will not be ready to do business with you. Go on, setting a store up ready. So auto tour and I'm ready to be business. Auto one or no juma. So if you are interested in one, this supplier will not be ready to make business with you. So no need to be chatting on there and then with that person. But if you want 2 or more, you can start business with that person. So this supplier is trying to tell us that if you are to buy two pieces, the supplier will give it to you at 33 yen. If you are buying 300 pieces and beyond to 1,999, the supplier is ready to sell it to you at 32 yen. If you are to buy more 2,000 and more, the supplier is ready to sell it to you at what? 27 yen. That's what this whole thing, or what you can see, is trying to tell you. So 299 is at 33 yen. 300 to 1,999 is at 32 yen, and 2000 above is at 27 yen. But if you are buying one, because the suppliers didn't put minimum as one, minimum quantity order here is 2. Minimum quantity order here is 2. So you have to get that. Some suppliers minimum quantity order is 10, some is 20. I saw a shoe be reviews, everything concerning that very shoe is perfect. Reviews are correct and it's nice. Wow. Some white footwear come up. They are selling it at 1 yen. The minimum quantity order is 200. Yeah, it's 1 yen. If it was like minimum quantity order of, let's say, 2 as this, personally I would have bought one for my own use. But it's 200, 200. You see, so please, the whole thing about mug, the minimum quantity order the supplier is ready to sell to you is 2. But then that's the price if you are buying 2, and that's the price if you are buying range of 300 to 199. That's the price tag. So the more you buy, the more the price reduce. Where you see only one price tag, ask the supplier. Where you see only 2 tag, you can ask the supplier. So I'm fan sure. Please, when chatting the supplier, ask things to get yourself. Like you have to, in a way, understand the whole business thing now. The supplier here, because then this I'm just trying to give you the general overview. But when the supplier and chat here, I cannot come and tell you say, because you have to first reach the point say you are convinced with everything. What the whole nena can see, like one nena can say what you say before you make payment. I don't like when people are like in a way saying say my payment my auntie or my say, because if you are supplier no the minimum quantity order obey payment we only say be out of one, then the supplier will tell you say no, he only sells to people when they ask of 10. Then also your payment for be about 3. Then when you into 10, you have to request for your money back, and you have to do this refund, and then things delaying you, and your refunds now most of them is 15 days. It's only some few in 7 days. Most of them refund is 15 days. And let me see this one. The refund day, I think it's fast refund. How many days? Okay, we 7 days. 7 days, no reason to return. That's 7 days, no. But me, I don't like the refund. To be convinced before you make payment. Yeah, because even if an agent paid for you, you can't get your refund unless you did the payment yourself. That you can request for a refund, please. So let's get things. If you don't get anything, our page is still there. Ask questions. I'll be ready to respond to you. Thank you.